Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. I wanted to show y'all the new technique that I have learned from my buddies Glenn and Craig, and it is killer on speckled trout, man. I have seen the difference. I'll be throwing a paddle tail or a topwater or whatever, and they're throwing this rig and they are bringing in 10 fish to my one, and I switch to the rig and I start tearing up the trout. So it's definitely not a new technique, but it's new to me. I want to show y'all how to rig it. I want to show you some areas that you can work this rig and catch speckled trout, and also a little bit on how to work the rig. So we're using a popping cork, and this is a 4 horseman. You want to get the one with the weight on the bottom. The ones without the weight, they just don't cast very far. And that click that it makes really attracts the fish. And then you put about a 30-pound leader. You can go a little lighter if you want to. And then some type of shrimp imitation lure. This one here is a marker 54. It's called a jerk shrimp. And if you notice, the hook comes out by the head, and you tie it in the middle of the shrimp. And what this does is when you pop it, that shrimp will pop backwards, and it mimics a real life shrimp, because that's what a real life shrimp does. When it pops, that real life shrimp pops backwards. So it's very realistic, and the trout freaking love it, man. If you notice a regular shrimp, such as a voodoo shrimp, the hook comes out in the center, and when you pop it, the shrimp pops forwards. They still catch fish, they all catch fish, but I think this jerk shrimp, I think they have something going on that's really working, man. We've caught some really nice trout the last couple trips with it. We caught a good one in today's video. Well, Glenn did, and I caught a redfish limit. I caught a really big bull red. It was actually my biggest red on artificial. So lots of different shrimp lures out there that you can use. You don't really have to get a particular one. I'm going to be testing a lot of different shrimp lures for speckled trout, and I'm gonna see if they care about the difference, between each of them. First of all, the best type of areas to use a popping cork and a plastic shrimp are going to be about 3 feet of water or a little bit deeper. We've been fishing grass edge drop-offs where you have shallow grass and then it drops off right next to it. We've been fishing deeper rocks, drop-offs around rocks, anything that's roughly 3 to 5 feet right in there. And your leader length will depend on the depth that you're fishing. So if you're fishing 3 feet most of the time, then you want your leader about 2.5 foot. That way the lure doesn't drag the bottom. If the lure's dragging the bottom, it's not really gonna have the same action. And if you're fishing, 4 or 5 feet, you can use about a 3-foot leader. Really, 3 foot is about all you're gonna get away with, because if you go any longer than that, it's hard to cast. It's hard to cast with a really long leader. So I'm going to say on average 2 to 3 feet is a good length on your leader line. I use triple fish, and it doesn't really matter what brand you use. It's personal preference. I use 30-pound test, and you can use 20 if you want to. So somewhere between 20 and 30 will work. The rod and reel that you use for this setup, I use a medium light, but you can use a medium, and that will be fine on a spinning cast. You don't need it to be real heavy, because whenever you pop it, you want a little bit of action in the tip of your rod. So a medium light or a medium will work. Spinning cast works best because these corks, when you throw them, they kind of catch the wind, and you can throw them on bait caster if you're experienced with bait casters, but those bait casters will backlash a little bit easier when you're throwing a cork, because as it's going out there, like I said, it just catches the wind, and as that cork's going through the air, initially it's going real fast, but then it slows down, and that can cause backlash on a bait caster. Another good scenario that we've been doing good in is fishing flats drains. And basically what this is a grass flat. All this color in here is your submerged grass, and this color change right in here is your deeper gut. And those deeper guts hold those speckled trout pretty often. You want to have some structure, and structure can be grass, it can be rocks, it can be deeper guts, it can be a grass edge and a grass drop off. One thing I forgot to mention, you want to get a cork that is oval in shape. The ones with the cup on the top, they just don't cover as much water, because when you pop this kind of cork, it moves pretty good. Every time you pop it, it's going to move and it's going to cover water. The ones with a cup, they will work, but they kind of sit still when you pop them. You pop it and it just kind of sits there, and you pop it and it kind of sits there. So you're not really covering water. And the way we fish, we cover a lot of water, and just covering. We start hooking up, then we're going to use a spot lock on the boat, or we might anchor if we're kayak fishing and work that area a little bit longer. The way you retrieve the cork is you're going to give it a good pop. You want it to make that noise, and you can hear that noise from a long ways away. How often do you pop it will depend on the bite. So today we're catching them popping it about every 3 seconds, which is pretty fast. The other day we had to give it longer pauses. We would have to pop it once and let it pause for 5 or 7 seconds, and that's how they wanted it the other day. So it depends. Try to change your retrieve. Start off with a fast retrieve. If you're not getting any hits, then slow it down. When you catch a fish and your first fish on a certain retrieve, then stick with that retrieve until the bite changes, and you might have to change the retrieve again. So thanks for watching. Let's go get those lines tight. That's a freaking trout right there, man.
Very good.
I'd imagine so. I ordered some of these corks.
The Horseman?
Yeah, the oval one like this one.
You need to go to Walmart.
Well, I don't like really running errands. I'd rather just have something ship. I'd rather them just ship it to me, you know. I keep thinking there should be something right on this grass edge.
That's why I was trying to keep you there. Got the boat flipped down now.
I'm practicing. I'm practicing, man. Oh, I seen that red come out of that pocket for it. He thumped it. Yeah, a redfish. He was right in that skinny sand pocket there.
Oh, in between the sand pocket and the grass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He thumped it, but he missed it. I got him that time.
There you go. You run that motor?
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yes. There you go.
Slot red.
keep the baby trout off of you. You know, when you hook that one, there's another red boiled up
Yeah.
25, 30 yards down the shoreline. I don't think there's a lot of them on it.
You catch them way out there?
No.
No? Oh, you trying to fool me, I see.
Yeah.
You see me looking at where you're casting at.
You didn't watch where I was casting. Nah, I got that slime on my hand. Let go of my line.
Yeah.
Now they're right up there by that edge.
By the edge?
No. Oh, it just got bit out there though.
Did you? Yeah, that's a nice, dang. You want a net?
Yeah, look at that.
Dang it, Glenn.
Very good.
Wow. That's a freaking trout right there, man.
Very good.
I'd imagine so. Dang it.
Very good.
I'd imagine so.
Over 25.
20, is it over 25?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. Something swirled right there. Yep. He made a swirl. Get him away from that trolling motor, I hope.
Oh, you're all right. I can turn it off. That's one.
Well, two. One right here.
Yeah, I'm talking about one right here. Good solid fish.
It made a swirl and I wasn't 100% sure it was a red, but I cast anyways.
Hey, I'm 100% sure that was a red.
Yeah.
All right.
That I didn't pay for. Well, I know about these set of rocks. Let's do something different, man. I mean, yeah, we're finding a few here and there, but oh, Glenn, this a big fish.
Oh, that's
I think it's a
big
trout.
fish.
I think
That's
it's
a big fish.
I think it's a trout.
That's a big fish.
That ain't no red.
That's a big fish.
I don't think it's a red.
That might be one we take a picture of and put back in the water.
Yeah. I don't think it's.
Didn't he get away from his reef?
Yeah. Yeah, like the other day, you said that and I was so involved that I didn't know what you meant. I don't know, man. It's feeling, now it's feeling heavy, like a red, shaking its head like a big old trout. I think it's a big old trout, Glenn.
I hope it is.
If it is, it's gonna be some kind of record for me.
If that's a trout, that's a toad.
I really think it is.
It's head shaking like a trout.
I seen it for just a second, but
It's shaking like, I mean.
oh, it's a red. It's a big old red. Man, it just didn't feel like a red. He didn't ever make that fast run.
Yeah, and the rod tip was telling me it was bouncing.
Yeah.
That's a big old red though.
Yeah. Boy, I'm shaky too. I thought that was gonna be a 30.
I was excited too. I was like, that's gonna be like a 32, 35
Yeah.
inch trout. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be take a bunch of pictures and kiss her on the mouth. Yeah, you know you catch a big one. We putting it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
he going. He's not making strong runs like a redfish though. Just real short ones.
He might change his mind up here close to the boat.
Yeah.
Man, you got me excited. I was like, oh,
Boy.
yeah.
Man.
I think we both were.
I was shaking, man. I'm still shaking, thinking it was going to be a big old trout.
Come on, baby.
He's almost done. Uh-oh. Get out of there.
Talk trash about it.
There we go. Dang it. Still a nice red.
They all
I just thought it was gonna be a big old trout, man. Alright, hang on, big old dude.
You can't catch you can't catch a big fish on that little 1500.
Oh yeah, that's what people say.
That's what they say, right?
Yeah. Can you set that one on that side, please, sir?
Yeah.
Big old dude.
Heck yeah. How much how long you think he is?
38.
All right.
He did not pull nothing like his size.
Pulling by the front, the current, probably.
Oh, he ready.
Right.
He kicked off good. 10-pound braid.
There's everything you need to do and more.
Yeah. That's my biggest fish on artificial.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Now that I think about it.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me tag along, man.
Anytime, brother.
I've caught some bigger ones on bait, cut bait, you know, at the Galveston jetties we used to fish.
Oh, yeah. That's a sand trout.
It's a sand trout. Oh.
That's a big sand trout.
That's what I got.
Sand trout?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I told you to be trout here. He's good. He ain't solid, but he's good.
Good enough to find some hot grease one day?
Yeah.
You almost bust your head.
Almost. What is it? Uh-oh.
Trout.
Good trout?
I don't know if he's good, but he's one.
I'm catching all the dinks, man. Saving the good ones for you.
Oh, came off.
A little bit better fish?
No.
No. Man, it's fun to do something different every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You want to come out on the kayaks, you're more welcome.
Yeah, that's just like people tell me, man, I said, man, if I get tired of casting a trout, I go fish for redfish.
Yeah.
I said, but no, I don't get tired of fishing.
No.